Alright, y'all, so it is Saturday, March the 2nd, 2024. Greenhouse looks like junk. Lost a lot of stuff this year, but some of it will come back, some of it won't. Got the fountain going. Just planted some little purple iris, Louisiana irises around part of it. The cattails are coming back. The water hyacinth, you can see it's starting to come back a little bit. So there's some good in it all. You got to find it. And then you see all the dead. Look at that. That's my peanut butter tree I've had for what, 3 or 4 or 5 years. Peanut butter fruit tree. It's the first time I've ever seen it this naked. Well, I can't even think, the white sapote trees over there, they were looking so beautiful earlier with the green leaves all over them. They froze, and a lot of this up here is dead. I hate it. I trained, if you've seen my videos earlier this year, I trained these branches to come over instead of growing straight up. I do have some little life in it, and there's green wood all the way up in here. This one didn't fare as well, but I believe it's going to do some coming back. All my cherimoyas look like skeletons. Some of them may come back, some of them may not. The papayas and bananas, I just had to cut them down to stumps, and we'll see if he didn't come back from root. So yes, it's just one of them things that happens that you don't like to see happen. Over here in the middle of all this junk I need to get out of this greenhouse, there's a avocado in the ground. Don't look like it even, yeah, there's a few leaves to the outside, you see them, that are brown. But for the most part, that little avocado is kicking it. Yeah. So that's a good sign. Most of the other avocados died. So let's go outside. So my daughter started bringing a lot of the hanging pots out that we had in there, and taking out the dead stuff and seeing what else would, see if anything would come through. And some of it is. You see that airplane plant there, purple Jew. There's some cactus, different things, some ice plants that are looking terrible, but they're trying to come back. So yeah, we're starting over basically. I brought the citrus out, and since they've come out just in the last few days, I mean, if you see that, they're loving it out here in the sunshine. New baby leaves. These are the grapefruit from seed, planted a couple years ago, and I'm not so sure about this little thing. I know it's dead on top. Hopefully above the graft it'll come back. That is a giant finger lime. Not the size of the plant isn't giant, but the fruit is called the giant finger lime. So we'll see how that one comes around. Last year this tree really got after it, and if you remember, I trimmed back 2 branches that were over 3 foot taller than that. So I brought the center down so it could all stay lower, and I didn't get any fruit last year. I didn't figure I would. It flowered like crazy, like it's trying to do now, and sometimes for the first year or two you don't get any fruit. But you see all them flower buds, and citrus does that sometimes. They'll drop the ones they know they don't need, but I mean, it's just got flower buds everywhere on this Hamlin orange. And same thing, I believe this will be the first time for this Ponkan mandarin, so it may not keep any of them, but we'll see. There is little buds, flower buds everywhere. We'll move next door to the Orlando Tangelo, and flower buds everywhere. These just come out in the last week maybe that I've had them outside. Brought them back out from the greenhouse. I left them outside for a big part of the winter. Now this Orlando Tangelo took the biggest hit from the freeze, I guess. Maybe it's a little more frost sensitive. And my Kalamata, but the Kalamata was right up against the plastic wall of the greenhouse inside there, so that's understood. And the Calamondine is putting on buds as well. It had a lot of buds and little fruit. In fact, there's a little fruitlet there when the freeze hit, and that made it drop some of them. But it'll come back. The Meyer Lemon, improved Meyer Lemon, it's got flowers all over it, buds, but hardly any leaves. That's okay. The leaves will come. This little tree down here is a what's it called, a C22 bitters. That was a rootstock off of a Miwok kumquat I lost several years ago, and I've just been keeping it alive for the purpose of regrafting onto it one day. My anise, star anise plant, it didn't like the coat at all, but it's still alive, and I believe it'll come back. I'm gonna put a little bit of fertilizer on that one and try to kickstart it a little bit more. But yeah, we got the figs. Look at here. I fertilized these today with some triple 13, just a little bit of it per tree. Watered it in. But this one branch, I think I counted this one thing here having 9 or 10 little baby figs on it already. You see that? So this is a JH Adriatic. Love this fig. Planted a second one this year. I've had it in the greenhouse in a pot, and we put it out. It came from a cutting. And I will have to look back in my stuff and see what this little fig is. I cannot remember for the life of me. But there's check this out. Birds have seeded an asparagus in here. I'll be getting that out. Let it get a little bigger where it'll survive, and I'll get that asparagus out and put it in the garden. The feijoa guava, still alive, looking terrible. Fertilized it today. I believe it'll make it. Coming out of winter, things tend to look terrible. So there's another fig here. I believe, let's see if this is the tag to this one. I'll forgive my camera skills here. I believe this may be the LSU Gold. Let me see. Well, I can't read this little tag in the sun, but I'll have to look that one up too. For some reason my tags are missing on some of these things. A pomegranate, another pomegranate over there in pot. Check out this fig. Again, I don't know where my tags are. I'm gonna have to, I don't know what to do. I don't know if the birds like the shiny and they're stealing them, or the squirrels, or what. So that's why I make these videos. They're as much for your entertainment as they are for my record keeping, so I can go back in some of my old videos and see what these figs are. I see a tag on this one. It hasn't quite leafed out yet, but this is a Violet de Bordeaux. Little tree there. Most of these trees a couple years ago froze down to nothing. I thought I lost every one of them. At one time I had 16 varieties of figs. I don't even know if I have half of that now. There's a blackjack fig here. I don't know if you can see that in the light. I've got figlets on it. Fertilized all these, like I said, fertilized this morning. This is the little JH Adriatic that was in the greenhouse. I stuck out here a week or two ago. She's a little bit ahead on the leafing because of that. This is one that I call Kilgore Unknown, I believe. No, this is my LSU Purple. I'm sorry, LSU Purple. Leafing out. This is my Kilgore Unknown. I believe it could be Greenishia, but not positive. I got it from Kilgore, Texas, and I'm just calling it Kilgore Unknown. And let's see what we got here. This is my Celeste. That middle branch there is dead. Quite so. But I've never fertilized my fig trees before, and I did so this year, so hoping that something good will come out of it. My Alma fig here, she don't look good at all. I'm hoping something in the roots will come back, so I don't prematurely cut down anything or take it out just because it looks terrible. I won't do that. So I'm not going to go on the whole property, but back there, let's see, I don't even know if I can pick it up. You see that pear tree blooming? I've got apples and pears and grapes back there. Got this little plum tree here. Whoops, a reverse mode. Look at there. Got the little plum flowers. So, a lot going on. Spring is here. Hope is in the air. Try to forget the bad time we had this winter, although we didn't have a whole lot of cold. It's just that when it hit us, I was quite unprepared. And just like I am almost every time, that's one of my downfalls. Not as prepared as I should be for the cold weather because we don't have much of it a lot of times. So there's some more plums. This was a 3-way grafted tree. I lost the, what was it? The nectarine or the peach. The Santa Rosa plum still on here. I may have lost both the nectarine and the peach. Whatever, if not, if I did, it'll just be a Santa Rosa plum. But anyways, we got the blueberries going. Some of them have got buds on them. Some of these are fairly new. I just bought these like a month ago, and they've already, look at that, they're starting to bud out. And so, hope you're doing well. Hope you're making big plans for your garden this year, and hope your plants are doing well and your trees. And it's that spring cleanup time. There's junk everywhere, and we are trying to do what we can. Hope you enjoyed that. God bless.